to my channel. I am Amanda and this is Dr. Mommy Budgets. Today is Friday, April the 9th, 2021, so you know what's going on today. I am here to do my budget projection video for week 2 of the month of April. First off, I want to start by saying welcome back to my channels for all of those who have been rolling along this journey with me. And if you are new to my channel, then welcome. All right, today we are going to go through my budget projection for this week's pay. For those who do not know, I get paid on a weekly basis, and I do my budget on a weekly basis. I look at my numbers on a weekly basis. Also, I wanted to say a few housekeeping things. I was going to take down my hair because these are considered as lock knots. And I did get my hair done on, last week? So it's been like this for a week. And typically my locticians say that you're supposed to leave your hair up for 2 to 3 days like this so that your curls can form, so you can have some nice plump curls. Okay, so I did start to take my hair down this morning, and I noticed that my hair was still damp from my workout from this morning. So needless to say, y'all gonna have to see me another day with these lock knots on my head. I actually like them because it's kind of cooling to my scalp. I can get my oils and everything down in there the way I need to. But yeah, that is one thing. These are housekeeping rules, guys, by the way. And secondly is, as you can see, I am wearing my motto, consistency equals results. I do have a t-shirt or apparel business, and it is called Uniquely Inspired Designs. And if you are interested in getting any of the apparel, most times if you see me with a t-shirt on that's custom made, it's done by me. But the information is down in the description box below. If you are ever interested in getting any kind of t-shirt at a very discounted rate, then hit me up at the email address below. Now, let's get back to the video at hand. You should see in a few seconds my budget projection sheet pop up on the screen, and we're gonna get into it. This is a week 2 budget projection, Friday, April the 9th, 2021. All right, as you can see, I'm back to my motivational sayings, which they pretty much are motivating me. Hopefully you all will get some sort of motivation out of it, but like I said, I'm here to do this journey so that I can hold myself accountable in paying down my debt, as well as give you guys a few tidbits on how I do my budget technique or strategy. So hashtag pay down the mortgage. So yes, guys, I am very excited because this is the very week that I am able to start back paying down my mortgage. Okay, the refinance is over. The 2-month wait period to get all the information transferred over to the new company due to the refinance is over and done with. So this Friday today will be the first payment that I will be making toward my new mortgage. So yes, and also as you can see up in the right hand corner of the page, it's time to get back on it. Yes, and that is exactly what I mean, paying down this debt. We're going to be seeing my debt free charts come back into play, and all sorts of things like that. So here we go. Let's dive right in so we can keep this video short and sweet, which I try to master but fail every single week. But we're going to see how fast we can get through this. All right, the first item that I am projecting is the HOA fee coming in at $6.70. Next, we have the children's savings account for $28.50. Then we have my household expenses, which is $194. That is cash that I pull out of the bank to put in an index card system I have inside of my wallet. It is about 10 categories ranging from groceries all the way to pet supplies. So if you want me to do a separate video on that index card system that I keep in my wallet, leave me a comment below and let me know. Next, we have the children's lunch account for $30. Then we have my daughter's car fund where I've set aside $21 in her account for gas, little small incidentals for the car. Next, we have the auto insurance. Now, my auto insurance is now, as you can see, $73. It has gone down. Thank you. And I used to pay $85, so that's why you see the $73 was $85. So that is a net positive of $12, which you do see in that green circle. We'll come back to that in a few. Next, we have Netflix coming in at $15.99. Then we have my security system for $25.91. Then we have that debt amount. This is the extra money that I can pay toward my debt, which will be my mortgage, guys, for $324. But also, there is two $12 increases that I am going to be adding to that, and that is because my auto insurance went down, where you see that $12, and then there's another debt below that we're going to discuss that decreased by $12 as well. So those two $12 will be added to that $324. So that's an additional $24 that I get to add toward making extra payments on my debt, which is going to give us a whopping total of $348 for this week that I can pay toward debt. Next, we have the mortgage, and that is the number that did decrease. So I will be setting aside $268, which used to be $280. So that's where that other positive $12 come from. So it's kind of like, you're taking that $12 away from the mortgage because you did a refinance and your total mortgage amount went down. However, that is going to be the extra money that you are going to pay towards your mortgage. So whole thing, but I have to write it out like this, guys, so I can make sure that I keep my numbers in place. So next, we have the student loan coming in at $100. And last, I like to leave a cushion in this account of $26.15 for anything that I may want to do. I may want to go out and grab a snack or whatever it is. So that gives us a total of $1,137.25 for this week projected amount of expenses and debts. Now, typically I leave $1,228 in this account. So this is the budgeted amount that I leave in the bills checking account each week. All right, let's go down to the next line. From there, you see I had a total of $1,137.25 for the expenses. However, I leave $1,228 in the account. So I need to subtract those two numbers. So the $1,228 minus the $1,137.25 gives me a total of $90.75, which I technically need to put away in the bill savings account because that's too much money left in the account. But however, I got that, as you can see, I have that written. In parentheses, I have the word paper. So basically, we're just moving these numbers around on paper until we get to the very last line. And that will show you exactly what I'm physically and realistically going to do with the monies. All right, that's step one. Then we go back up through and we put a pink circle with the letters PA, which means put away. We put that beside any item that we are not paying for in this upcoming week. So from there, you see I did the HOA fees, the children's account, the auto insurance, and the student loan amount. Okay, so those amounts will be put away in the bills savings account. So let's go back down, and you see where I have the PA with the pink circle. That total amount is going to be $235.61, which also gets a blue cloud. As you can see, the number up above it, that $90.75 also got a blue cloud. That means those two numbers have a relationship. So actually, that's two totals that I need to put away in the bill savings account because I don't need to use them this week technically. So let's add those two numbers together. We're looking at the next to the last line on the sheet, which says $235 $235.61 plus the $90.75 give us a total of $326.36, which is the amount that I need to put away in the bill savings account technically, or right here on paper. All right, after that, let's go back up to our items listed above. You will see a purple triangle. That purple triangle indicates that these are the items that I will be taking care of this week out of this week's pay. You see that that's the children's savings account. That money automatically moves over to their account. Like I explained about the household money, I withdraw that money out of my checking account, which I've already been to the bank to do that this morning. Done. Then we have my daughter's car fund. I just physically move that money from my account to her account. Netflix, that's going to come out of my account this week. This is not correct. The security amount will not be coming out this week. So I am going to make a change on my sheet right here, which you will see on the screen once I upload this video. But yeah, the security isn't slated to come out until the end of the month. So it will be in week 4. So, hey, that's why we do these budgets, so that we can make sure everything is accurate. So we're going to change that from an item that's coming out this week to an item that is going to come out in week 4. So that's going to be a put away amount, which also means that I am going to have to increase my put away amount by, let me look at this sheet. I'm going to have to increase it by that $25.91. Let's make sure I did this right, because I did do okay, yeah, I had already added it in correctly, but I just put the wrong shape beside it. So yes, if we add up all those PA amounts, we should still get that total amount of $235.61. All right, now we're back in business. All right, from there, you see what else that has, okay, the debt amount of $348. That will be an item that I am excited about. I will be able to pay that $348 toward my mortgage for this upcoming week. Okay, so the reason why I got those kind of separated is because I am going to pay the regular mortgage amount. Let's go on and explain that. All right, as it relates to the mortgage amount, oh, and the last purple triangle is the, well, hold on. We should have a purple triangle by the mortgage as well. So let me see if I can squeeze that in here somewhere. Let's see, where can we put it? We'll just put it right below that green 12. But yeah, so this is why we do what we do with these budgets, guys, so we can make sure we get the numbers accurate. Okay, so yeah, so the mortgage gets a purple triangle because it will be paid this week as well. And last but not least, the cushion amount, which is the $26. I just put the purple triangle beside that because it is an active item, although the money stays in the account, but that is kind of like an action item that's happening during this week. So now let's go back up to this mortgage because I am making a payment on the mortgage. So what's going to happen is I'm going to make 2 payments. What I did do, I called the mortgage company just to see how their setup is, because sometimes you can add in your extra payments with your mortgage payment, and then sometimes you can't. You know, they'll just try and look at that money as the total money that's going towards your monthly payment, and they'll hold the rest of the remaining money in the account. So what I have seen is, with this new company, I will be able to make additional mortgage payments. But what I did this week was I sent them a check with the additional monies in it. So I'm gonna wait until that money clears before I send that extra debt payment amount of $348. Okay? So that's the thing. I want to see how they're going to do it, because I sent them a check of $840 where I have it coming out of my account for today. But the actual bill, as you can see here, is only $804. That is my regular monthly payment. So I want to see what they're going to do with that other $36, how they're going to apply it. And if I need to call back later in the week to have them move it over to the principal, whatever. So that's why I'm going to wait to send the additional $348 that I have set aside for extra debt monies. So now let's look at the mortgage. It's $804, which is the regular amount. I typically set aside, which you see on that line, $268, okay? But since I'm only setting aside the $268 and the total monthly payment is $804, I'm going to have to grab some more money out of the bill savings account, which is what you see at the very end of that mortgage line. That $804 minus the $268 equals $536. So I'm going to have to pull that out of the bills savings account technically. That's right here on paper. So now let's see what we're really doing here. So you see we have the yellow line under that $536 that I need to pull out of the bill savings account. And then let's go down to the last line. We have a yellow line underneath that $326.36 that I need to put away. So we got two different actions. We got that $536 we need to pull out of the bill savings account, and we got the $326.36 that we need to put away in the bills savings account. So we're going to have to subtract those two numbers. Now we're finally down to the very last line. That is what we're doing right here. $536, which is what I have the PO there for, means pull out, minus the $326.36, which is the amount that I'm technically supposed to put in the bill savings account. When you subtract those two numbers, we get $209.64. That is going to be the total amount that I will need to pull out of the bill savings account to help me satisfy my debts for this upcoming week. Remember, when you have two numbers, which we're looking at the very last line, two numbers that have two different actions, then the answer is going to take the action of the larger of the two numbers. In this case, the largest number is the 536, which I need to pull out. So therefore, your answer is the amount that needs to be pulled out of the bill savings account. So there you have it, guys. That is my budget projection. And once again, this video is not as short as I would like it to be. Maybe I need to just give up on that because this is actually my budget. And I do need to make sure that my numbers are correct each week. So yeah, we're going to see. Maybe I'll just consciously, not out loud say, hey, we're going to focus on trying to keep this video to a minimum, but at the same time, still make sure that I go through all of my budgeted items, make sure that all my numbers are added correctly, and everything is on point, because I love to keep my money on point and know what's going on with it. So that's all I have for this video. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets. Guys, I would love it if you would leave me a comment below and let me know what you're doing with your budget. Let me know how it's going, how you're paying down your debt. What budget technique do you use? Do you have a budget? So just let me know. Also, share this information with those who are looking for a budget technique to use. Some people really don't know how to budget their money. Although this, it looked like I'm moving and shaking with a lot of colors and stuff because I love my colors. And, this is just a system that works for me. I see my numbers. I have the numbers with the blue clouds around them that shows they have a relationship. The numbers with the yellows, they have a relationship. The pink numbers have a relationship. It all works for me. Okay. But if there are people who may be interested in this technique, share the video with them and tell them to send me an email to the email address below, and we can discuss how they can actually do it, because although there are a lot of numbers and there are a lot of blocks and all that stuff all over the paper, it still is a very, very simple technique once you get into it. So yeah, share this video and like this information, and also, like I said, please subscribe to my channel. That's all I have for this one. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets, where we dream big but start small around here. and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.